And Jesse Palmer, guys, let's tee this one up. The Beavers will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will take the field first. The back moving. Got room to work. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Space downfield. Turning it on. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space.
Just keeps moving. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Golden Gophers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Smashes through the tackle. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Oregon State Beavers offense has the ball for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
And off from the shotgun. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense.
And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
The kick is on its way. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Snap to the back. Wildcat looked good, didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme the way to get him out more space.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Direct snap. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ramsey. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Golden Gophers are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. Makes his man miss. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Here he comes with the return. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Nudges ahead and run out to the 16. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did
And how nice is it, David, on third down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice third down conversion.
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll bring it out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it for a big play. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The quick out. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Beavers are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
This defense is so well coached. Everybody understanding their assignments, especially in coverage. There was a guy designed to take the running back out of the flat, and he was able to get him down right away.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in the practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the same.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. Oh, what a cut! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pocket breaking down. Zings it complete to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard
out in the open field, it's very difficult to reach.
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Daly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Beavers headed quickly to the line. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. Gets it out quickly. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Beavers will snap it on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires left. Zips it out to his man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
He's going to run it. Got room at the 35. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking for a big gain. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Beavers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. take off. Inside the 45. Ripping through, just dismissing tackles. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Golden Gophers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And the pummeling has started.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. It just punted away from deep. There he goes! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Keep moving. Caught in the middle. It's Gibbs. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Back open in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Gibbs. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Working on the right. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Beavers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Daly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. On 3rd and long, trying to do big completion here. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They boot it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Keeps it. Picks up the first down, still moving. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quick spin on the line. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a second down play. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it.
Turning it on! At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. Let's give.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Caught in the backfield. It's good. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. Fires to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. That's reeled in. It's Bailey. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got it in the middle. It's Gibbs. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Beavers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party game. The consolation the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged in the middle. It's good. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Rides the back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's good. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. It's a pretty good day.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Turns it loose. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to...
Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. Just complete and utter